Hello and welcome to Movies with My Dad, the podcast where I, film critic Tina Kakadelis, take my dad Stratis to the movies. This week, we saw The Monkey, directed by Osgood Perkins, starring Theo James and Tatiana Maslany. Join us on the spoiler-filled car ride home. Okay, there we go. Now it's recording. Hello, Father.
Can I go home now?
I knew you hated it.
Oh my word. Why?
Okay, I didn't...
No, why?
Oh my god, you like the trailer.
This is critically acclaimed? Critics don't know anything.
Okay, you are an aspiring critic.
I am not aspiring.
Okay, you are a critic, sorry.
I just have an opinion.
One could... Okay, what did we see, Dad?
I have no idea. Something with a monkey.
Are you joking?
Monkey.
The Monkey.
That's it? That's literally the name of it?
Yes.
Hey, you booked this stuff. I just show up.
Yeah, but they also... The crazy thing happens when you see a movie. They put a title up.
That was 3 hours ago.
It was an hour and a half.
That was 3 hours ago.
That was an hour. Are
you serious?
40.
That was all it was?
The credit or the trailers ended at like 7:45-ish.
You mean the best part of the evening? The trailers?
You didn't even watch them.
Best part of the evening.
Oh my god. And it's only 9:26 now, so yeah, it's about an hour 40. Okay, so what's the plot, Dad?
Killer monkey.
What kind of monkey?
You're going to do this. I have no desire to spend any more time on this.
Unfortunately for you, you have the whole car ride to spend some time on this.
I can talk about something else. State of the world.
No.
No?
No.
That's worse than the monkey.
What's the plot, Dad?
I don't know. Some kids have this demonic monkey that comes into their family, and every time you turn the little dial in the back, key in the back, it kills dozens, hundreds, millions of people.
Okay, it kills one person.
I don't know. It got really upset at the end.
Yeah, because he was trying to force the monkey.
Who knows how many it's killed? You don't know.
Well, each time they turn
what
it
is the
kills
problem?
one.
Why did somebody need this? What is it telling me?
Is it
Do you want to give
generational
any
trauma?
Generational trauma. Did you enjoy it?
It had its moments. It didn't fully work for me, but some parts, man, what a thrill it is to see Tatiana Maslany on the screen again.
Yeah, it was nice to see her.
I missed her. She was the best. She was my favorite part of it. Like when they were kids. I really liked her part when they were kids. And they were just learning about the demonic monkey.
It had some possibilities, but I did not.
Okay, so now you've softened from that was the worst thing you've ever seen. Let those nice people cross.
I see them, but they're not going.
Flash your lights.
Now they're going.
Because you flashed your lights. Okay, it's based on a short story by Stephen King.
I didn't know that until we were walking out of the theater and I saw the movie poster and I saw Stephen King's name on it. Then I'm like, oh, that makes a lot of sense now.
Oh my goodness.
Still doesn't make the movie any better.
What? How are the two related? Do you like Stephen King or are you anti-Stephen King?
No, I mean, Stephen King has done some amazing things.
What?
Carrie.
Carrie?
Yeah. What's wrong with Carrie?
Every time you've ever tried to list a horror movie before, you say Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and now you're like, Carrie is a great piece of work.
And then the one with the car. What's the one with the car called? Christine. I knew it was another C name. I just didn't know what. Now, here's the weird thing about this movie.
It's about fathers and sons. How do you feel about it?
No, I don't want to care. I thought I was going to be really bothered by this movie after the first couple minutes.
Because of the gore?
No.
Okay.
Because of the monkey.
It is a very deeply unsettling...
No, that's not the reason.
Okay.
I had a monkey that looked kind of like this as a kid.
Maybe that's why it's just really triggering.
And I thought it was going to stick with me all night long and I'd be freaked out. But after watching him,
Are you afraid of horror movies? Is that what we're learning in this journey?
I've always been afraid of horror movies.
No, before you've said they're boring.
Well, this one definitely was boring.
Oh my goodness.
What? You enjoyed it?
I liked it.
What's there to like?
I thought Theo James's performance was very good.
Who's that?
He plays the older version of the twins.
Okay.
I think that he did a very good job playing the two twins, Hal and Will.
Whatever.
Yeah, I thought he was great. I thought Tatiana Maslany, like I said, lovely. I think this was Stephen King at his most whimsical. I thought it was Final Destination.
Oh, another
adjacent.
horrible movie.
You've never seen Final Destination. Do not pretend.
I think I have.
No, you haven't.
Yes, I almost certainly. It's like 50 of them, right?
Okay, I think there's like 6.
Yes, so I know I've seen one because I was curious and I watched one on some streaming service a long time ago. I'm like, this is stupid. Maybe a roller coaster?
Yeah, it's arguably one of the not as good ones.
Well, okay, that's the one I saw.
Final Destination 1. I just rewatched Final Destination 1 and 2 days ago. So they're fresh on the brain. I do.
Are you sure you're my child?
You can get a DNA test when we get home, but nothing's going to change now. I do think it was very interesting, and I have to give special shout out to all props and special effects people because that was incredible. That was so, like, in terms of that field of expertise, this was just like monkey? A free-for-all. No. When, like, the entrails got ripped out. When the woman fell into the for sale sign, and then, like, that was just, like, it was cool.
I don't need that. I don't need to see just somebody become pudding.
Okay, but that was funny.
Which one? There were multiple puddings.
When they got run over in the sack, the sleeping bag.
The horses?
Yeah.
Okay, I may have chuckled a little bit.
You chuckled a few times. So I don't know why you're coming in hot.
It was early on, and then I just like, this is just repetitive. There's nothing interesting happening here.
I do agree.
I don't understand the relationship between the brothers.
What do you mean you don't understand the relationship?
I don't understand what you're trying to tell me.
That's because you're an only child.
Well, as we know, funny story, perhaps not.
Okay, but you didn't grow up with this estranged love child, so it doesn't count.
But you can't say I'm an only child.
I
have a half brother.
We don't know that.
I think it's been proven.
Why are you trying to air your family business out like this?
Too late now.
Oh my God.
Anyways, moving on. Maybe
that's only child behavior is what that is.
That's only child behavior.
My goodness. But siblings would just try and kill each other.
What is the need of this? What's the purpose?
What do you mean?
What is it telling me? Why?
Oh, we already talked about this generational
It didn't
trauma.
make me feel anything.
You can either try and fight against the pain and things, or you can learn to accept it and carry it around with you in a positive manner.
What? He made peace with his brother, and his brother gets his head blown off.
Because his brother, that...
Well, that's no generational. I mean, you didn't make any...
The monkey is the generational trauma.
Is it the monkey on my back?
Yes.
Ugh.
One might say.
No.
Oh my God.
No. All right, so here's my only question I'm going to ask.
Okay, you've already asked quite a few.
Okay.
But yeah.
The twins as children.
Okay.
They weren't twins, right? The two actors?
Yeah.
They seem very different to me.
You stood up immediately as far as the credits started going, so we couldn't possibly know.
I'm just going by whatever you thought.
They looked like
I thought they were fraternal twins.
You don't think they were identical? They looked identical-ish.
They did not look identical.
I have facial blindness. You're asking the wrong person.
Okay.
They looked fine. Like I didn't.
No, they're not. They were not to me at all. That's why I was very confused when, as adults, I'm like, why is the same actor playing?
One had glasses and one didn't.
No, they look very different to me.
I don't think so.
It'd be funny if they're actually identical twins and I completely didn't see it.
Well,
because of the Clark Kent glasses.
You can look it up afterward, but okay, so you really don't have a lot to add about this. So this director, it's actually the second movie of his you've seen. Can you guess what the first one is?
Something else maybe the one with Nicolas Cage and the dolls.
Wow!
No, seriously?
Yeah.
Wow, okay, that's pretty good.
I'm so proud of you.
Maybe I am an aspiring critic.
Okay, let's not get carried away.
Well, I could recognize a style.
Yeah, I'm proud of you.
All right.
What was that one called?
Oh, wait. Oh, give me a letter.
L.
Long Legs.
Oh,
Look at
my
that.
goodness.
And I knew it was Nick Cage.
And you did not even know your other daughter's birthday for a really long time.
No. What's
Okay.
her name?
Oh, my God. So, so as far as now, you've seen 2 out of his 3 narrative features.
Can he do a love story? A rom-com?
Maybe? I don't think that's up his alley. His other one, I don't think you would have liked it. But how do you feel about him as a director?
I mean, I'll give him kudos for having a real feel for what he's trying to do. Maybe if you give him the right... He's probably a great director. I don't like the projects. How about that? Because I really do feel like he is all in and really gets everything he can out of the stories. I don't like the stories. I don't like any of what he has to work with.
I think... Okay, wait. Let me just double check. Hold on.
Other than that, great.
Okay, great. Hold on one moment in time. Okay, so it keeps recording. I'm like 99% sure he wrote himself into a cameo into this movie.
Oh.
Like, just vamp for a little bit.
Which guy?
Yeah, I'm right.
Was it the guy with the hair over his eyes?
No. How old do you think this man is? That was like a 20-something child.
Oh, who knows? There was so much hair. I thought that was going to be a reveal.
No.
But it wasn't.
No.
And what was the deal with George Washington on a horse? I guess it wasn't George Washington. The ghost?
I don't know.
At the end, was that supposed to imply that Monkey Man had been killing for centuries?
I have no idea what that was about. I'll be honest. That one, I don't know. No, so he was the uncle with the huge sideburns who was funny.
I did like the uncle.
Well, that's him. That's the guy who directed it. And, fun fact, do you
think he has those sideburns on a regular basis?
No, he absolutely does not.
Those are killer sideburns.
I can tell you that for certain. But do you know what other movie that you've seen him in? Think early 2000s, blonde woman, leading actress.
Early 2000s?
Mm-hmm.
No. Mm-hmm. No idea.
Legally Blonde.
I don't remember anything about that movie.
What? Okay, well, he's also the son of Anthony Perkins from Psycho. So.
That's Anthony Perkins? Kid?
Yeah. You think he's got daddy issues or no?
Yeah, evidently. I think we've had this conversation on
I don't think Long Legs was about daddy issues, though.
No, but we did talk about Anthony Perkins, now I remember.
Wow, look at you remembering so much. But this one, I would say, is a lot about daddy issues.
Again, is there something wrong with Anthony Perkins?
I don't know.
Do you write a tell-all book, or do I have to piece it together after 50 movies he's going to make to find out what he hated about his father?
Who, this guy?
Yeah.
His name's Osgood.
Whatever.
Oh my gosh.
I get.
He's going to turn the monkey and try and get you killed next if you keep talking about him like this.
You made me sit through this.
Okay.
Knowing full well.
No, I didn't know full well. You liked 2 horror movies in recent months.
They had some meaning behind them.
I don't pre-screen the films.
Maybe you should start.
Oh my gosh, no.
I have better things to do with my Friday night.
Oh my goodness.
Like, take a nap.
Oh my, this is so dramatic, and you're not even adding anything to it. You're just being dramatically angry about it.
What can I add? I just take whatever I said in Long Legs, change it to a monkey, and without Nick Cage. That's what could have helped this movie. Nick Cage.
Nick Cage.
Every movie could use a Nick Cage.
What role did you want him to play?
All of them. That would be a good movie. Nick Cage is the monkey. Nick Cage is the twins. Nick Cage is the mother. No?
No.
Maybe I should be a director.
Oh. I don't think that's your calling. I'll be honest. I did really like the production design of the monkey. I thought it was very well done.
That monkey was pretty impressive.
I loved it.
My monkey.
Yeah.
Didn't just have a single drum. He had a 5-piece set, and he ran on batteries. He didn't have a key in the back.
So it's just like mass murder from yours.
He actually freaked me out as a kid. I did not like him either. I don't know why they made these hideous-looking creatures.
Who got you?
Oh wait, you know what? Stephen King is probably my age. We probably both had these bizarre monkeys as children.
Probably.
They were a thing at the time.
Who do you remember?
I have no idea.
No idea who gave you the monkeys.
Probably some long lost uncle.
Oh my gosh.
Trying to pass on the death monkey.
Okay, but like yours would be mass murder because you has 5 drums.
Yes, good point.
Thank you so much. Okay, so.
Oh, you know what it was probably?
What?
The Beatles.
What?
So at the time, the Beatles were big in the 60s.
Really?
Right?
I've never heard of that band.
Yeah, well, I know you don't like them. And
Okay, but you're talking like I've never heard of the Beatles.
And remember, the band that they made a fake Beatles band were called the Monkees.
There was absolutely no correlation between the monkeys and the monkey toy.
Because the monkey toy had a Beatles-like haircut. I do remember that.
It is a monkey. It doesn't have a haircut.
It had a bowl cut. This one did.
That one did not have a bowl cut. That was
You
just a
weren't
monkey.
there. Mine.
Your monkey?
Not the movie. Yeah, not Stephen King's.
This isn't Stephen. This is an adaptation of Stephen King.
I give up. Are we home yet?
No. My goodness. I don't... That correlation is... No. Not a chance. Not a chance they're related.
All right, well, give me the film critic's perspective on why this movie matters or is interesting.
Okay. Sometimes it's just fun.
Try to keep me awake.
Oh my gosh. I didn't love it. I think there's a lot of things working for good, like towards something really fun, but I felt like it's the same way that I felt about Long Legs. Is I really liked a lot of what was happening, but it never fully came together for me. And that's how I felt about his first movie too, Blackcoat's Daughter. So I think Osgood and but the thing is that I will continue to watch his movies because I think they're very interesting, and I think he's got a really fun eye and puts things together in a really interesting way, but it's just missing like the emotional undertone of it that I think Mike Flanagan does really well with Stephen King.
He's not given the right material to start with. I agree with you. I think he's got a great eye.
No,
I think he has a way to put a movie together, but I think his source material is questionable.
No, because I think Mike Flanagan has adapted...
Who the heck is Mike Flanagan?
Get me out of this car. All right, how many monkeys are you giving it?
Who's Mike Flanagan?
We can't get into this now. We're home.
Well, at least give me an idea.
He's a really great director and writer.
What does it have to do with the monkeys?
I've brought him up so many times. I can't be doing this.
You're going to have to.
How many monkeys?
Hang on.
Hang on what?
I have to turn around. There's another car. And I have to think about it. Well, I mean, you know what I'm going to give it.
I don't know if you're giving it half or a 1.
You know what? I'm going to go out on a limb.
You're being generous.
No, I'm going to give it a 1/4.
Okay, that's just
because that's
dramatic.
how I felt. I did not need to be there tonight. So probably for anyone else, it's a good solid 1. For me, I'm down to a 1/4 because I just didn't have it in me. And you?
3.
Oh my word.
2.5 to 3, somewhere in there.
Critics.
Okay.
Good night, Tina.
Good night. That's it for this week's episode of Movies with My Dad. You can find all of our episodes online at movieswithmydad.com. You can also send us an email at movieswithmydadpod@gmail.com. My dad is desperate to hear from you. You can find me, Tina, on Twitter at Captain Ameripug or Letterboxd at Tina_DOCX. You can find my dad at our local Home Depot. Tune in next week when we head back to the movies.